Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as y'all know, 3 months ago I moved from Texas to LA. I moved here without having any type of job. I kind of just was like, I'm moving. Fortunately, my mom supports me financially, so I am so grateful and so thankful for that. Thank you, Mom. I moved here within the first month, or within the first 3 weeks of being here. I did get a job. It was a fashion production job. It was a legit job. I was really excited to start, or at least I thought it was a legit job. Once I started, things kind of got weird. Without getting too into details, because it's one of those things where I don't want to talk badly about this person, but it was just really sketchy. It was really weird, and there was no set hours, and that's what really did it for me. I couldn't do it. This person worked the nightlife, so my schedule was basically working around whatever time he woke up, and so he would be up all night, and he would wake up he would tell me to be here by noon or 1, and then I'd be calling at noon or 1, and dude would be asleep. So I would go into work at 6 p.m. because he was waking up and then expect me to work all night. And I guess that would have been fine had there been a set schedule, show up at 6 to 3 a.m. you come in, blah 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 blah. I would have been perfectly okay with it. But because there was no set schedule, and there was always this issue where show up at this time, and then I would lose my day trying to show up to work, and it was just so unprofessional. I could not do it, and it was sketchy. I was doing things that I felt didn't fit the job description, or things that I shouldn't have even been doing. So I just felt like I am not in debt from my private university to be doing this, and so I stopped showing up. I think I went for 4 days, and I was like, peace out, Girl Scout. After that, things got a little bit harder. Not harder in the sense that I was struggling or anything. Of course, my mom was paying for everything, so thank you so much, Mom. But at the same time, the emotional toll of I just felt not worthless, but I just felt I had no purpose because I wasn't doing anything. And so it was a struggle, an internal struggle for me. I just felt guilty, you know, I moved to LA, I don't have a job, the job that I found didn't work out, I need to get a new job or whatever. And I had I think I had 3 different interviews, and I would never get a call back or whatever. It was just rough. I was just scared that I wasn't gonna be able to find anything, you know. And I tried to stay positive, but of course that takes a toll on you, especially just because I'm so self-conscious. Sure, my mom spoils me or whatever, but I am very conscious of how generous my mom's being, and I feel guilty. I'm not one to take things for granted, and so I felt guilty. So there was just a lot of emotional struggle going on internally. And take it to at the beginning of this month, I had an interview with Sephora. This was the 3rd Sephora location that I interviewed at. I was honestly not nervous. I'll be honest, guys. The first 2 Sephora interviews, I dressed up, I got all glammed up, and I was I'm gonna go in there and show them who's boss. I would never get a call back for whatever reason. Interviews went fairly well. They weren't horrible. Okay, the first one though, it was a group interview. I don't know if I the job description that they were looking for. At the end they were what would you like to apply for, what kind of job, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if it's because I said skincare because nobody else was saying skincare, so I was skincare. I don't know if it's because you have to be certified to do skincare that I didn't get the job or what. But also at that interview, I didn't feel I stood out when I was responding. I just felt everybody was good and I was good, and you know, when you do group interviews, you know whether or not you're gonna get the job. You know, you kind of scoop up everybody, and you're kind of okay, I got this. In that particular group interview, it was kind of we were all answering really well, so I was kind of I didn't know where I stood, you know. Also, it was for the Marina Del Rey location, which is, I live in North Hollywood, so that was girl, that was an hour away. I was if I'm gonna work here every day, I cannot be driving an hour away. Oh hell no. Especially on the 405, traffic on that thing is oh hell no. So from the get-go, I was I wanted the job because I wanted to be doing something, but at the same time I was I really hope one of the other Sephora locations hires me. So then I did another interview. That one went okay, but you know, when you do an interview, sometimes it's more about whether or not boss likes you, and I just felt it was kind of awkward. The last one, the 3rd interview for the Sephora Calabasas, which is where I work at, so if you want to come in and stop and say hi. I interviewed, and honestly guys, I didn't even dress up. I was wearing I looked good, I looked very fashionable, but I didn't look amazing. I wasn't full glam. I was literally just wearing foundation, contour, eyebrows, and that was it. I wasn't wearing any lipstick, I wasn't wearing any mascara. It was just very natural but very put together. I was just maybe I've been glamming up too much, maybe I just need to be more natural. I don't know, guys. I was literally whatever, I'm gonna stop trying so hard. I'm just literally gonna go natural. My hair was done. As far as like what I was wearing, I was just trendy. I was wearing like a peach t-shirt, plain, no graphics, black skinny jeans, my Vans. I wasn't even wearing like dressy shoes. I was just wearing my Vans, my black Vans. Like I could easily be going to the mall or I could be going out that night. And the other girl that was interviewing with me, she was just like head to toe, like drop dead gorgeous. And like I was like I felt threatened at the interview. Like I was like, oh my god, this girl is like all out. She has like the Sephora look. Like I'm over here dressed down. Like oh my god, her makeup, she had like full face. Like her face was like flawless. I was like, oh my god, she had gone to cosmetology school. And no offense to this girl, which you're probably never gonna see this video, but if you are, sup. She was so pretty, but like when they would ask us like the interview questions, girl was just like all over the place. That's all I'm gonna say. Point is like I was like, oh okay, I got this. And I'm just like very natural, like no. Like I had done 3 interviews, like I was just like whatever, like I already got, like I know how to answer, I know my questions, yada yada yada. Literally interviewed the first day. That same day, an hour later, got a call back to make an interview with my other boss. That next day, I interviewed with her, and then the following day got a call back saying I got the job. Like literally 3 days in a row. It was super fast. Like I wasn't expecting that because normally Sephora takes up to a month to hire you, and I literally like got that like boom, fast. Like I was like, oh my god. And literally I started and I've been working ever since. I love Sephora. I love my store. Everyone's really friendly. I get along with everybody. Honestly, great place to work at. If you've been considering it, definitely try it. I mean, I've heard some bad stories, but personally in my store, in my location, I love everybody. Everybody's so friendly. Everyone's so nice. I really love the energy. It's definitely different than what I expected it to be. And honestly, when I'm at work, guys, because I love makeup so much, it doesn't feel like I'm working. It feels like I'm just hanging out at the makeup store and like talking to clients and whatnot. And it is seasonal though, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay. Hopefully I do, cross my fingers. If I don't, then I am looking right now for like design internship or a design job on the side because I am not working full-time at the moment. It's just part-time seasonal, so it's like I have that extra time to like be able to look for something else. But anyway, with that being said, moving into like the exciting part, which I'm sure this is why you're watching this video. So being that I work at Sephora Calabasas, all my coworkers are always telling me that celebrities are always going in, and of course I don't really believe them, or I didn't believe them. I was just like whatever, like yeah sure we're in Calabasas, but like let's be honest, no celebrity comes in here, whatever. You're probably ordering online. So anyway, that morning, this was like 2 days ago. I want to say it was on Sunday. Sunday morning, I was driving to work and I was literally contemplating my existence. It's not that I'm upset. Like I love my job. I love what I'm doing. If I can stay in the company, that'd be awesome while I do like a design gig on the side. As y'all know, design jobs aren't like full-time for the most part. They're always like part-time. And so like I need something else to like keep me occupied and make some money because LA is expensive. I was just contemplating my existence because I'm like, I'm in LA, I'm working at Sephora. And it's not that I hate Sephora. I'm not trying to talk bad. I'm not trying to say that I don't want to work there because I do want to work there. It's one of those jobs that I've always wanted to work at Sephora. Now that I'm working at Sephora, I'm like, yes. But I was contemplating my existence because Sephora is one of those jobs that I could have easily stayed in Texas at and worked in Texas at Sephora. Does that make sense? So like I was just contemplating my existence. Like I'm making my mom pay for this like expensive ass apartment, paying for my cost of living. I just felt guilty and I was really like doing with my life. I graduated with a 4-year degree plan. I have a fashion design degree. I'm not really using it right now. However, because I had no retail experience, because I had never worked retail, all my jobs have been like outside of retail. My internship of 8 months was like design internship, so it doesn't really count as retail. Nobody would hire me. And that was another issue moving here, that like nobody can hire me because I have no retail experience. And the stores here are so high volume that it's really hard for them to give someone with no retail experience a chance. So I'm really grateful that my store gave me a chance, an opportunity, because now I have that experience. I work in retail right now. And so I'm just like contemplating my existence. I'm driving to work. I'm listening to like A Million Reasons by Lady Gaga. Like I'm so like I was just emotional. And on top of that, I think part of the reason why I was like so like bummed out is because I was missing Thanksgiving with my family because I'm here and I'm working and I wasn't able to fly down to Texas and see my family. So I just felt like very homesick and I was just emotional. Like I miss my mom, I miss my brother, and then my roommate's not even here. So I've been alone like for 10 days now, and it's just like I've been super emotional. So that was the whole like thing on my way to work, right? And so like 2 hours into my shift, and I'm already like over it. Like once I'm in work, like I'm already like fine, I'm talking to people, yada yada yada. And like they're like, Kylie Jenner's outside, and I'm like, no she's not. And I'm still like, no she's not. And I walk out to like towards the window to look outside, and there's like this red, I don't even know what it was. I don't know what car. I just know it was red and it's a really nice fancy car. It's not her Ferrari though, so I don't know. I think it was a Maserati. I don't know. It was red though, and it was really cute. It was like this peachy red. I don't even know. It was like gorgeous car, expensive, had it parked right up front. And I'm like, that is not Kylie. Like she's either driving her G-Wagon or she's driving her Ferrari. Like that is not Kylie. And sure enough, like I'm like at the cash register because I'm cash wrap, and I'm just like yada yada yada. And like she walks in and I'm like, oh my god, it's Kylie Jenner. I didn't like freak out like, oh my god, like I'm a huge fan. It was more like, oh my god, like Kylie Jenner is in my store right now. And I literally did freak out, and my coworkers were like making fun of me, but because they're like, you know, in Texas we don't have have celebrities like that. We have like Eva Longoria and like we have like Spurs, but we don't have Kylie Jenner. We don't have Kardashians in Texas. And I've seen celebrities before. I literally touched Lady Gaga. South by Southwest has like celebrities there all the time. It wasn't my first time seeing a celebrity, but at the same time, Kylie Jenner is like the epitome of pop culture right now. So like for me, that's a big thing, as like my whole like design focus is based on pop culture. Like I really love Moschino and like the things that Jeremy Scott does, even though he's known to like steal stuff from like lower end brands. Still, like their idea of like pop culture portrayed in like social media and how fashion reflects pop culture, it's just like that's how my thought process works creatively. And so for me, like seeing Kylie Jenner in the store after like beating myself up that morning, it was just like, this is exactly why I'm here, you know. And it was a moment of like I don't know if y'all have seen that gif with like Kylie saying like 2016 is like all about realizing stuff. That is literally what happened to me when I saw her walk into the Sephora store. So my coworkers are like still making fun of me because they're like, oh, he's so cute, like you were so excited. And it's not like I was excited because, oh my god, I'm a huge fan. It was because in that moment I realized like that's why I'm here. I'm not here, and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm working at Sephora to like meet Kylie Jenner. It was like, I'm here in LA because I want to be part of that industry. I want to be able to like dress her one day, or I want to be able to like be a part of pop culture. Does that make sense? Like it's just like, it was so like, oh my god, this is like really happening. Like she's really here. And oh my god, guys, like I almost didn't get to cash her out. Like I almost didn't get to ring her up because I had another client and like she was in line, and like my manager was like, can someone get cash her up? And I was like, oh my god, no, like I am not letting someone take this opportunity from me. I need to ring Kylie Jenner up, like, oh my. And so like this was all internally like, oh hell no, you're not taking this from me. So I was like speeding things up, trying to, and then like luckily my other coworker was like, no, let him have this. And I was like, thank you so much, I love you. And sure enough, I got to like ring her up, and I was mostly talking to her friend. I didn't really talk to Kylie specifically, but she was definitely listening to my conversation with her friend, and she was smiling at me, so I knew she was paying attention to me. We were making eye contact. So like I was talking to her friend and I was talking to Kylie at the same time, and Kylie was talking to her friend was talking to me, and like, so like there wasn't like, hi Kylie, my name is Alex. It was more like she was listening to me though, and she was smiling. And I've heard things about her, like she's mean and stuff, but she seemed really sweet. She seemed really genuine. And I was talking about Texas, so I'm sure that's why she maybe couldn't have said anything to me, because maybe she's never been to Texas. I don't freaking know. I was just like, they were talking about the weather because it was raining, and I was like, oh, I'm from Texas, like I'm used to this, like this is nothing. And then we were just having that conversation, and I was ringing them up. It was just very sweet. And my one regret, guys, is that I didn't ask her for a selfie. I didn't know if I could on the job. Like I had said this in front of my supervisor in that specific moment, like before she walked in, and she was like, we're supposed to treat them like normal guests. And so she basically just hinted like not to do that. And then my other coworkers were like, you should have asked her for a selfie. And then they were like, she took like 4 selfies with some guys outside, and I'm like, fuck my life. Like I regret not asking for a selfie. That would have just made my life. But yeah, I got to meet Kylie Jenner, and the best part of that is that it happened on the same day that I was beating myself up. Like, you know, it was like that extra boost of reassurance that I needed, I guess, in that particular moment, to like reassure myself that I'm here for a reason, and I have a plan, and I have goals, and I'm going to meet them, you know? And things just take time. And I posted it on social media, and I'm not sure if people think I was freaking out because I'm a huge Kylie Jenner fan. I wasn't freaking out because I'm a huge Kylie Jenner fan. Like, it wasn't about that. It was about the fact of what Kylie Jenner represents and how she's like the epitome of pop culture right now. It was great that it happened in that day that I was beating myself up, and like I still can't get over it because it was like I needed that reassurance, you know? And sometimes life sends you messages like that. And it was a great message. And then that same day, guys, that same fucking day, my brother was like, well, because I was telling him, like I was literally venting to him. I was like a little fangirl in the back room. Like I was beating myself up, and then Kylie Jenner walked in, and I was like, oh my god. My brother sends me a picture, and my gown from the runway in April, which was my senior thesis, which is like a fashion show, and like all my gowns walked down the runway with my school's fashion show. Well, anyway, my finale dress is actually being used as promo on the magazines for my school to promote the next year's cutting edge fashion show, and they're using my gown. So I'm really excited. I'll go ahead and insert a picture somewhere here, but like I'm really excited because that, like those two signs on the same day, and it's just like, it made me feel good about myself, you know? Like I'm here, I have a purpose, I have a reason for being here, and it's something I don't talk about. It's not like I'm actively talking about it. People probably don't understand. Some people think I'm crazy. Like I've talked about that, like I want to be a designer, and people are like, yeah, you know? And you don't have to believe me. I have goals. I'm going to make them happen. It might take me 10, 20, maybe even 40 years. I don't freaking know what life has in store for me, but I'm going to make it happen no matter what I've been wanting for so long. And that's why I went to school, and I'm in debt, and I'm here in LA, and yeah. And thank you, Mom, so much for putting up with me. And that's my story with meeting Kylie Jenner, and she's so fucking sweet. The only thing she said to me was hi, like specifically to me. Everything else was talking to her friend, her friend talked to me, and Kylie was just staring at me. But she was really sweet. She was really nice. She kept smiling. She didn't have to smile. She didn't have to stare stare at me. She could have been looking at something else. I mean, I've done that. Like when someone's talking to me and I don't want them to talk to me, I'm like, you know, like I roll my eyes or I'm looking away or I'm not even paying attention or I'm on my phone. This girl was not on her phone. She was staring at me intently. So yeah, she didn't have to do that. If she was a mean person, she didn't have to. She could have been on her phone. She could have just ignored my existence, but she didn't. She was staring intently at me. Maybe she had nothing to say. She was very sweet. Like I said, she was staring at me. She was looking straight in my eyes. She was making me feel uncomfortable because, guys, she is so gorgeous. She is so tall. People say she's 5'7", but she was wearing like Adidas and a tracksuit and a really big, nice, poofy jacket and like a crop top. And she actually posted a picture of herself that day, but she was wearing, and I'll post the picture here, she was wearing transparent heels or something. Well, when she came into the store, she was wearing that same outfit, but with a big puffer jacket with like a hood and fur, but she was wearing like Adidas, not like those heels. And she was really tall. She was like same height as me, maybe like an inch shorter, and I'm like 5'8", so she was like 5'7". So if she's 5'7", I can only imagine that Kendall and Chloe are like giant, because Kylie was tall and skinny. So like all I'm saying is Chloe and Kendall are like giant. 2016 is definitely about realizing stuff, and you made me realize some great things that day, and you reminded me why I'm here. With that being said, guys, that basically concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media at Snapchat and Instagram at DGAFpanda, where I'm constantly uploading stuff. And please, please, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. With that being said, until next time, guys, DGAFpanda out.